The legal challenge against Sadiq Khan's net zero ULEZ policy continues to escalate as the Mayor of London's last desperate attempt to save the project is to pre-order a lot of ULEZ cameras on the taxpayer. This is absolutely shameless. So this video is about the latest update on the legal challenge, as well as Sadiq Khan's last desperate attempt to save ULEZ. ULEZ, which is the ultra low emission zones, which was supposed to be a zone, as it's called, but he's expanding it to the whole of Greater London. So it's going to be called an ultra low emission city, or Greater London, essentially. And that whole thing is obviously creating a lot of opposition. The Downing Street have already prepared to block it if it actually gets implemented, so that's good. We got local boroughs and councils and local residents in London who are rising up against it. They're voting against it, that's good. That's been blocked in certain areas. And people in London are also getting so angry and fed up. They're rising up by attacking these cameras. So Sadiq Khan is implementing these ULEZ cameras across the city. And people are completely doing vandalism in order to bring them down. So first things first, we've got some documents that's been obtained under the Freedom of Information Act, and it's revealed that the Transport for London, TfL, have begun ordering hundreds of number plate reading cameras required for the scheme. They did this in April 2022 initially, a month before the public had even been asked to have their say. This paper understands that the order was worth up to £15 million. So, 1 month before Sadiq Khan and his team even asked Londoners if they wanted or not, and people in that consultation, they voted no, and Sadiq Khan rigged the result of that consultation and pretended that, yeah, everybody in London loves me, and everybody in London wants ULEZ and net zero. So that was exposed. But now we hear that 1 month before the actual consultation, they spent £15 million to pre-order ULEZ cameras that they didn't even know if they're going to be needing it to use. That is the biggest scandal of this whole story, by the way, and not just the legal challenge that's going to be happening. But we've got people like Howard Cox, who is the founder of Fuel UK, who've said, we now learn that Sadiq Khan has purchased millions of pounds of vehicle registration cameras before the consultation even started. It's clear with this action alone that the mayor had no genuine intention to adhere to the result of the consultation process. Shamefully, he has ridden rockshot over majority opinion. That's a good point. Howard Cox is actually right. So the fact that he already spent £50 million of taxpayer money to get the cameras before the consultation, we now know that he probably didn't really care about the result of the consultation. He either was going to rig it, which he did, or he was going to ignore it. And it's happened. And now he's ignoring the calls from all these local councils, from even central government, who is, for once, they're taking our side against tyrants like Sadiq Khan. And it's fascinating. And on that note, by the way, tomorrow we're going to have a special guest on the channel. We're going to have Emma Best, the assembly member that, if you watched the channel yesterday, we did a video about Emma Best. She was the assembly member who stood up against Sadiq Khan's deputy mayor and completely triggered her by talking about how if you're against ULEZ, apparently, you are a denier and you're a tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist. Emma Best was absolutely great standing up to the deputy mayor. But the reality is, you still got this coalition that are doing the legal challenge, and we're going to be waiting for a decision in courts. They launched the judicial review to challenge the Mayor of London's decision to expand the ultra-low emission zones to outer London. We reported on the actual initial move, and we're going to be keeping you guys posted on this channel on the whole of the process, as usual, on a daily basis, even if the mainstream media continue to ignore this important news update. But we are here because we are the media.